back.
Because these niggas not a challenge.
I mean,
like, you gotta understand. You know who the happiest nigga?
If you want to say Michael Jordan's the GOAT of being one of the greatest competitors to play this game, I can give you that.
Michael
He's
Jordan's
a killer
greatest
competitor.
basketball ever of all time.
How?
It's the greatest basketball player ever of all time.
He ain't number one in no offensive category. He ain't number one in no defensive category. How? And then if you want to be like, oh, because he won championships.
Rasheed Wallace just stepped into a lane nobody thought he would touch. The NBA legend broke code during a recent sit-down, and this time his aim was locked on LeBron James in a way that rattled the whole basketball world. When Wallace said, "You can't earn respect like MJ," those words didn't just land, they detonated, dragging the most sensitive debate in sports right back into the spotlight. Whatever was said behind closed doors clearly pushed him to finally say it out loud. And while social media is spiraling, LeBron has gone completely silent. No tweets, no quotes, no reactions. That quiet feels loud, and this doesn't come off like just another hot take. This one feels personal. Let's slow this down for a second. When Rasheed Wallace speaks, people actually lean in. This isn't a studio personality chasing clicks or playing both sides. This is a four-time All-Star, an NBA champion, a guy who went toe-to-toe with the league's toughest and never backed down. His reputation was built on raw honesty, even when it cost him.
AKA Michael Jordan, depending on who you ask,
LeBron James
was someone who I believe to be seen universally as one of the greatest defenders of all time. Well, former NBA champion Rasheed Wallace has a very different take on this. Let's roll the clip.
Mike wasn't all that good of a defender.
10 all defensive teams. That Michael Jordan.
All that's NBA shit. Yeah, we like Mike. We gonna put him out there. I'm talking about being out there. I seen this motherfucker get his ass bust where he couldn't.
That same mouth got him tossed more than almost anyone because he refused to play nice. So when Wallace talks about greatness, it carries weight. Right now, early 2025, LeBron James sits at the top of the basketball mountain, all-time leading scorer, 4 championships, 4 MVPs, 2 decades of dominance. On paper, the resume looks untouchable. His supporters crown him the GOAT. His critics stay ready with the side eye. But nobody expected Rasheed Wallace to come through like this. In a conversation that hasn't fully blown up mainstream media yet, Wallace didn't just question LeBron's legacy. He dissected it, piece by piece. Calm, cold, no apologies. This wasn't a slip or heat-of-the-moment talk.
We got the first annual Guilds Arena Shootout presented by Underdog Fantasy coming soon. You need to pull up.
I was about to say, can I do it?
$100,000 goes to the winner. Winner take all.
What's the entry fee?
0. Just got to pull up.
Just pull up. I got to get in the gym.
So you can sign up, all you fans out there on the Guilds Arena Discord page for a chance to enter. We also have our open tryout Saturday, December 16th, 9 a.m. at the District Court in Chatsworth. Top 6.
Wallace stared straight into the camera and said something LeBron's circle would rather never spread. The real question now is simple. What finally pushed him to say what plenty of former players have been thinking for years? Here's where it gets spicy. What started as a relaxed conversation about old games, locker room stories, and how the league has changed slowly shifted. The topic moved to modern greatness, to legacy, to LeBron James.
But hey, let's take a look at the clip first, and then let's dive deep into it.
In my opinion, Mike wasn't all that good of a defender.
Mike who?
Jordan.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Man, all that was
10 times. I think it was 10 all defensive teams. That Michael Jordan.
All that's you know what all that is, though.
What is it?
You know what all that is. Now all that's NBA shit. Yeah, we like Mike. We gonna put him out there. I'm talking about being out there.
And that's when Rasheed Wallace's whole energy changed. You can't earn respect like MJ, Wallace said, leaning forward, his voice dropping into that tone players recognize right before a technical foul. You just can't. I don't care how many points you score. I don't care how many teams you jump to. Respect in this league ain't about what you build around yourself. It's about what you prove when everything's against you. That hit different. Wallace never said LeBron wasn't great. What he said was LeBron didn't earn respect the same way. That's a deeper cut because it questions the foundation of how LeBron's career was built, not just the results. And Wallace didn't stop there. Michael Jordan walked into Chicago and said, "I'm gonna make this work," Wallace continued. He didn't call up his boys and say, "Hey, let's all team up in South Beach." He didn't bounce around looking for the perfect setup. He made the setup perfect. The room went quiet. You could feel the tension through the screen. Wallace wasn't tossing random shade. He was pointing straight at the part of the conversation fans usually dodge, the decision, the super team era. the idea that LeBron assembled championships instead of surviving the grind to take them. Within hours, the clips were everywhere. Twitter went into full meltdown mode. LeBron supporters labeled Wallace a hater, an old head stuck in the past. But older fans, the ones who actually watched Jordan live, started nodding. Finally, they said. Someone said it. And this is where it really matters. Rasheed Wallace lived in both worlds. He faced Jordan in his prime. He played with and against LeBron in the mid-2000s. He's one of the few people who can compare them from real experience. So when he says LeBron can't earn respect like MJ, it's not nostalgia, it's firsthand knowledge. So what's the real difference between earning respect the Jordan way and the LeBron way? Wallace broke it down in a way that made people uncomfortable. When Michael lost, he didn't run. He didn't say, "This team isn't good enough for me," Wallace explained. He looked in the mirror and said, "I'm not good enough yet." And then he came back, hungrier, meaner, more focused. Jordan didn't skip steps. He didn't dodge rivals. He went straight through them. The Pistons beat him down for years, and he came back and dismantled them. Barkley, Malone, everybody. Every ring he got, he took it. Nobody handed Jordan anything. And that's where Wallace draws the hard line. Now stack that next to LeBron's path after losing in the finals. The first time it got rough, he left. He went on national television and announced he was taking his talents to South Beach to team up with 2 other superstars. Championships came after that, no doubt. Nobody denies it. But Wallace's point is simple. Those rings feel different. They feel constructed, manufactured. Like LeBron looked at the league and said, "If I can't beat you straight up, I'll make sure I've got more firepower than you." That's not how legends are built, Wallace said, shaking his head. Legends are built when your back's against the wall and you still prove everyone wrong. And according to Wallace, LeBron never had that moment. Every time things got uncomfortable, there was an exit plan. That's why this critique is hitting so hard right now. Even LeBron's loudest defenders struggle to deny the pattern once it's laid out. Struggled in Cleveland the first time, left for Miami, things got shaky in Miami. Went back to Cleveland with a new super team and won there, then bounced to LA when things got complicated again. Different cities, same formula. At every major turning point, when real adversity showed up, LeBron didn't conquer the moment. He upgraded the situation. That's the core of Wallace's argument, and he made it clear he's not standing alone on this, Wallace said. These aren't just his personal thoughts. He pointed to conversations with other players from his era, guys who lived through the grind of the 90s and early 2000s, and according to him, they all feel the same way. "We all see it," he said. "We just don't all say it out loud because everybody's scared of the backlash. But I'm not. The truth is the truth." And according to Rasheed Wallace, that truth makes people uncomfortable. LeBron's greatness is real. The talent is undeniable. But the legacy, in Wallace's eyes, will always come with an asterisk. Not because LeBron lacked skill, but because when it was time to truly earn his place, he chose the easier route. Now here's where things get interesting. Normally, when someone comes at LeBron like this, the response is instant. The PR machine spins up. Media allies rush in. The counter-narrative hits fast. This time, nothing. No statement, no subtweets, no vague Instagram post with a motivational quote that just happens to fit the moment. Just silence. And if you know LeBron, you know that's not normal. People close to his camp are saying he's genuinely hurt by what Wallace said. And honestly, that makes sense. This isn't a shock jock chasing attention. This is a respected NBA champion tearing down a narrative LeBron has spent 2 decades building. Then social media caught something else. As Wallace's comments started spreading, LeBron quietly unfollowed several accounts sharing the clips. No public response, but it didn't go unnoticed. That's a tell. The silence is only making things worse. The longer LeBron says nothing, the louder the questions get. Is he quiet because Wallace has a point? Because responding would just give it more oxygen? Or is he lining up something bigger? Something meant to shut this down completely? Right now, the pressure is stacking up. Fans are flooding his socials asking for a clapback. Sports shows are running full segments. Even longtime defenders are starting to hesitate. And the question echoing everywhere is simple. What do you even say to that? Because Wallace's argument isn't about numbers at all. You can't end this with points per game, all NBA teams, or scoring records. This is about something deeper, the invisible stuff, the difference between being great and being legendary. It's about the how, not just the what. And deep down, LeBron probably knows Wallace hit the one spot no trophy can protect, the one weakness no championship can erase. Now zoom out for a second. This isn't just LeBron James versus Michael Jordan anymore. What we're really watching is 2 completely different philosophies of greatness crashing straight into each other. The old school mindset, the one Rasheed Wallace stands on, says greatness is about overcoming. You take what you're given and force it to work. You stay, you fight, you prove doubters wrong. You deal with your demons instead of dodging them. Jordan lived that. Kobe Bryant lived that. Even Dirk Nowitzki lived that. Then there's the modern philosophy. Greatness through optimization, reading the board, making strategic moves, putting yourself in the best possible situation to win, building super teams, player empowerment, not wasting your prime on broken organizations. LeBron didn't just follow that path, he helped create it, and now it's the league standard. Wallace's point isn't that one way is right and the other is wrong. It's that they don't earn the same level of respect. Respect isn't given, he said in follow-up comments. It's earned, and earning means you fought for it, you bled for it. You didn't just assemble it in a boardroom. That line landed heavy. Now other former players are jumping in. Some back Wallace, saying somebody finally had the nerve to say what everyone whispers. Others defend LeBron, arguing player empowerment is progress and the game had to evolve. This isn't just a debate anymore. It's a full-blown generational clash. And right in the middle of it all stands LeBron James, the man who changed basketball forever, but may never fully escape the shadow of the man who came before him. So where does that leave LeBron's legacy as we move deeper into 2025? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Wallace said what millions of people have felt, but never quite knew how to explain. It's not that LeBron isn't great. It's that his greatness feels different. It feels calculated, strategic, efficient. And for a certain group of fans and players, that alone blocks him from being the undisputed GOAT. Jordan's legacy is simple. He won, and he won by being better than everyone else. No excuses, no shortcuts, no super teams, just raw dominance. LeBron's legacy is layered. He won, and he won by being smart. He maximized his career, he empowered himself, he controlled the system instead of letting it control him. But somewhere in that process, he lost the story Wallace's generation values the most. The lone warrior, the impossible climb, the grind that breaks everybody else. Can LeBron and Wallace ever reconcile? Probably not. This isn't something you fix with a call or a post. It's a fundamental disagreement about what greatness even means. And in basketball, these arguments don't fade with time. They live forever. Just look at the Jordan versus LeBron debate, more than a decade deep, and still just as heated. Now the real question hangs in the air. Does LeBron respond at all? Does he address it head on? Or does he stay quiet and let the court speak for him? And even if he does respond, what could he really say that changes Wallace's mind, or the millions of people who quietly agree with him? Because Wallace never attacked LeBron's talent. He never questioned his skill. He never denied the accomplishments. He said something far worse, that no matter how many records LeBron breaks, no matter how many championships he adds, he'll never earn respect the way Jordan did. And that's a wound no championship ring can fix. So here's the real question. Did Rasheed Wallace cross a line? Or did he finally say what needed to be said? Is LeBron's version of greatness just as valid? Or does the way he moved automatically